Have you ever noticed something strange? The harder you chase something, the further it seems to run from you. The tighter you grip, the more it slips through your fingers. The more desperately you want peace, the more anxious you become. Over 2,500 years ago, the Buddha discovered a profound truth: peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Today, I want to share with you 7 timeless teachings that will transform how you receive life's blessings. Not through chasing, not through forcing, but through the gentle power of staying calm and letting the universe deliver what you truly deserve. Part 1: The Sacred Language of Energy. Law of Vibration, Buddhist teaching on intention, karma, and right thought. Here is the first truth I want to plant in your heart: the universe responds to your vibration, not your desperation. This is not mystical nonsense. This is the language of existence itself. Everything in this universe is energy. The chair you sit on, the air you breathe, the thoughts flowing through your mind right now. All of it is vibrating at different frequencies. And you are a broadcasting station. Every thought you think sends out a signal. Every emotion you feel creates a ripple in the fabric of reality. Every belief you hold becomes a magnet, attracting experiences that match its frequency. Now, consider what happens when you want something desperately. When you need something so badly, it keeps you awake at night. When you think about it constantly, worrying whether it will come. What signal are you sending? You are broadcasting: I lack. I am incomplete. I do not have what I need. And the universe, which is infinitely intelligent but also infinitely literal, responds to that broadcast. It says, you are experiencing a lack. Here is more lack for you. This is not punishment. The universe does not judge. It simply mirrors. Like a faithful echo returning whatever sound you make. In Buddhist philosophy, this connects deeply to the concept of karma. Not karma as punishment for past wrongs. But karma is the natural law of cause and effect. Your thoughts are causes. Your reality is the effect. Plant seeds of fear and scarcity. Harvest experiences of fear and scarcity. Plant seeds of trust and abundance. Harvest experiences that match. The Buddha also spoke of samma sankappa, right intention or right thought. This is part of the Noble Eightfold Path. It teaches us that the quality of our thoughts shapes the quality of our lives. Not through magic. Through the simple, profound mechanics of how consciousness interacts with reality. There is a beautiful teaching from Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh: the seed of suffering in you may be strong, but do not wait until you have no more suffering before allowing yourself to be happy. What he means is this: you do not have to wait until everything is perfect to shift your energy. You can choose peace now. You can choose to trust now, even in the midst of uncertainty. A practice for you: let us try something right now. Think of something you have been wanting desperately. Feel that desperation for a moment. Notice how your body tenses, how your breath becomes shallow, how anxiety creeps into your chest. Now, consciously shift. Take a slow, deep breath. And say to yourself, I release my grip on this outcome. I am open to receiving this blessing, or something even more wonderful, in perfect timing. I trust the universe knows what I need. Feel the difference. That shift from clenching to opening, from demanding to receiving, that is the shift that changes everything. Part 2: The Art of Flowing with Life. Releasing control, Buddhist non-attachment, Wu Wei and surrender. The second truth flows naturally from the first. When you try to control everything, you block the natural flow of life. Control is an illusion we cling to because uncertainty frightens us. We think if we can just manage every detail, predict every outcome, prepare for every possibility, we will be safe. But safety born from control is a prison. And the bars are made of our own anxiety. There is an ancient Taoist concept called Wu Wei. It means non-action or effortless action. But it does not mean doing nothing. It means acting in harmony with the natural flow of things. Like water. Water does not force its way. It does not struggle against obstacles. It simply flows around them, under them, over them. And in its gentle persistence, it carves canyons. Buddhism teaches a similar wisdom through the concept of non-attachment. Non-attachment is not indifference. It is not saying, I do not care what happens. It is saying, I care deeply, and I also trust that I cannot control everything, and that is okay. It is holding your desires with an open palm rather than a clenched fist. Think about relationships for a moment. Have you ever noticed that the harder you try to hold on to someone, the more they seem to pull away? But when you love freely, without grasping, without needing to control, that love deepens naturally. This is the paradox of non-attachment. The less you cling, the more you receive. Shunryu Suzuki, the Zen master who brought Zen Buddhism to America, wrote, "In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities, but in the expert's mind, there are few." When we think we know exactly how things should unfold, we close ourselves to possibilities we cannot imagine. But when we approach life with openness, with curiosity, with what Suzuki called beginner's mind, we allow the universe to surprise us with gifts we never knew to ask for. I want to share a story with you. There once was a king who had a wise advisor. No matter what happened, good or bad, the advisor would always say, "This is good. The universe knows what it is doing." One day, while hunting, the king accidentally cut off his own finger. In great pain and anger, he turned to his advisor. The advisor looked at the wound and said calmly, "This is good. The universe knows what it is doing." The king was furious. How dare his advisor say such a thing when he was suffering? In his rage, the king threw his advisor into prison. Weeks later, the king went hunting again, this time alone. He was captured by a tribe that practiced human sacrifice. They prepared to offer him to their gods. But just as the ritual was about to begin, the tribal priest noticed the king's missing finger. "This man is not whole," the priest declared. "He is unworthy as an offering to the gods." And they released him. The king returned home, shaken but alive. He immediately went to the prison and freed his advisor. "You were right," the king said. "Losing my finger saved my life. But tell me, what good came from you being thrown in prison?" The advisor smiled gently. "If I had not been in prison, I would have been hunting with you. And I have all my fingers. They would have sacrificed me instead." The advisor understood something profound. We cannot see the whole picture. What appears to be misfortune may be protection in disguise. What seems like loss may be making room for something greater. Our only task is to trust, even when we cannot understand. A practice for you: choose one area of your life where you have been gripping tightly. Perhaps a health outcome. Perhaps a decision someone else is making. Perhaps the future of a relationship. Now, consciously practice releasing your grip. Place your hands on your heart and say, "I have done what I can. I release my need to control the rest. I trust that life is unfolding for my highest good, even when I cannot see how. Repeat this whenever you feel the urge to control returning. And notice how, slowly, peace replaces anxiety. Part 3. The Sacred Gift of Stillness. Power of Silence, Buddhist Meditation, Mindfulness and Inner Guidance. The third truth is a gift in this noisy world. In silence, the universe speaks its deepest wisdom. We live surrounded by noise. Television voices, phone notifications, traffic sounds, the endless chatter of our own minds. So much noise that we have forgotten what silence sounds like. And in forgetting silence, we have forgotten how to listen. But here is what the ancient wisdom traditions understood. The most important truths cannot be heard with the ears. They are whispered directly to the heart. And these whispers, they come only in silence. The Buddha spent years in meditation, cultivating what is called samatha, tranquility, calm abiding. He understood that the turbulent surface of the mind obscures the still depths beneath. Like a lake whose surface is whipped by wind, reflecting only chaos. But when the wind stops, and the surface becomes still, suddenly, you can see all the way to the bottom. Clear, perfect, undistorted. Your intuition, your inner wisdom, your connection to something greater than yourself. These all speak in stillness. They are always speaking. But we are too often too noisy to hear. Master Eckhart Tolle writes, "Silence is the language of God, all else is poor translation." When you create moments of silence in your life, you create space for divine communication, for guidance that transcends logic, for knowing that goes deeper than thinking. I remember hearing about a businessman who was facing the most difficult decision of his career. He analyzed data. He consulted experts. He made lists of pros and cons. But clarity would not come. Finally, exhausted, he stopped. He turned off his phone. He sat in his garden. And he simply breathed. For an hour, he did nothing but sit and breathe. And somewhere in that silence, the answer came. Not as a thought, as a knowing. A deep, quiet certainty that bypassed all his mental gymnastics. The answers you seek are often already within you. But they cannot be heard over the noise of worry. They cannot be felt through the static of stress. They require stillness. They require you to stop and listen. A practice for you. I invite you to create a daily appointment with silence. It does not need to be long. 10 minutes. Even 5. Find a quiet space. Turn off all devices. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes. And simply be. When thoughts arise, do not fight them. Notice them. Let them pass. Return to the breath. Return to the silence beneath the thoughts. After a few minutes, ask softly, "What do I need to hear today?" Then, wait. Listen. Not with your ears. With your whole being. If these words are touching something deep within you, if you feel a quiet stirring, a recognition of truths you have always known, I want to invite you to become part of our family here at Buddha Coha. Every week, we share wisdom like this. Gentle teachings to help you find peace in a chaotic world. Practical practices to calm your mind and open your heart. Reminders that you are not alone on this journey. Please subscribe to this channel now and click the notification bell. That way, whenever we share a new message, it will find its way to you. And if you know someone who needs to hear these words today, someone who has been struggling, worrying, or feeling lost. Please share this video with them. A single message, arriving at the right moment, can change a life. Now, let us continue our journey into deeper truth. Part 4. Trusting the rhythm of divine timing. Patience and trust, Buddhist teaching on impermanence and perfect timing. The fourth truth requires patience to embrace. The universe operates on divine timing, not human schedules. Oh, how we struggle with this one. We are so conditioned to expect immediate results. Same-day delivery. Instant messages. Quick fixes. We have forgotten that the most beautiful things in life take time. Think of the caterpillar. Inside its cocoon, it does not rush. It does not panic that the transformation is taking too long. It trusts the process. And when the timing is right, it emerges as a butterfly. If you were to cut open the cocoon early, trying to help, the butterfly would die. Because the struggle, the waiting, the timing, are all part of what makes its wings strong enough to fly. The Buddha taught about anicca, impermanence. Everything changes. Everything passes. The difficult moment you are in right now, it will pass. The waiting, it will end. But only in its own time. Not because the universe is cruel, but because the universe is wise. Sometimes we are not ready for what we are asking for. Sometimes the situation is not ready for us. Sometimes the delay is not a denial, but a preparation. There is a beautiful story about bamboo. When you plant a bamboo seed, you water it faithfully. Year 1, nothing visible happens. Year 2, still nothing. Year 3, nothing. Year 4, nothing. You might think the seed is dead. But beneath the surface, unseen, the roots are spreading, deepening, creating a foundation. Then, in year 5, the bamboo shoots up nearly 90 feet in just 6 weeks. Was it really growing all along? Of course. You just could not see it. What if your dreams are like that bamboo? What if the foundation is being laid right now, beneath the surface of your life? What if the breakthrough you cannot see is closer than you imagine? A practice for you: when impatience arises, try this breathing practice. Inhale slowly for 4 counts, saying silently, "I trust." Exhale slowly for 4 counts, saying silently, "The timing." Repeat this 10 times. With each breath, feel your body relax. Feel your anxiety about timing dissolve. Feel trust expand in your chest. Part 5. The power of what you believe. Self-worth and manifestation, Buddhist right view and inner abundance. The fifth truth goes to the very core of who you are. What you believe about yourself determines what you receive from life. Your beliefs are not just thoughts. They are powerful creative forces. They tell the universe what you think you deserve. And the universe always agrees with you. If deep in your heart, you believe you are unworthy of love, you will unconsciously push love away. If you believe success is not for someone like you, opportunities will pass you by. If you believe you are too old, too tired, too broken for good things, you will find evidence for that belief everywhere. Not because the universe is punishing you, but because the universe is a mirror, reflecting your deepest beliefs to you. Buddhism speaks of samadhi, right view. This is the first step of the Noble Eightfold Path. Right view means seeing yourself and reality clearly. Not through the distorted lens of self-criticism. Not through the fog of unworthiness. But clearly. Truthfully. with compassion. The Buddha taught that all beings possess Buddha nature, the seed of awakening, of wisdom, of boundless potential. Including you. Especially you. You are not broken. You do not need fixing. You simply need to remember who you truly are. I want you to really hear this. You are worthy. Not because of what you have accomplished. Not because of what others think of you. Not because you have earned it through suffering. You are worthy because you exist. Because you are part of this magnificent universe. Because the same creative force that hung the stars in the sky lives within you. The question is, do you believe it? Not in your head. In your heart. In your bones. In the quiet places where no one else can see. A practice for you. For the next 21 days, practice this affirmation ritual. Each morning, look into your own eyes in a mirror. Place your hand on your heart. And say, out loud, I am worthy of love. I am worthy of peace. I am worthy of abundance. I am worthy of all the good the universe has for me. And I open myself to receive it now. 21 days. That is how long it takes to begin rewiring a belief. Watch how your life begins to shift. Watch how opportunities appear. Watch how the universe responds to your new frequency. Part 6. The Quiet Power of Calmness. Inner peace as manifestation, Buddhist equanimity, mindfulness and centered living. The sixth truth may surprise you in its simplicity. Calmness is not weakness. It is one of the most powerful forces you can cultivate. We live in a culture that celebrates busyness, that rewards constant motion, that equates stress with importance. But this is a lie. A very exhausting lie. True power does not come from frantic activity. True power comes from centered stillness. The Buddha called this quality upekkha, equanimity. It is a state of balance. A calm that is not shaken by pleasant or unpleasant circumstances. Not cold indifference. Not checking out from life. But a deep, grounded peace that remains steady in all weathers. Think of a great mountain. Storms rage around it. Winds howl. Rain pours. But the mountain remains. Solid. Unshaken. Peaceful. You can be like that mountain. The storms of life may swirl around you. But within, you can remain still. And here is the secret most people never learn. When you are calm, you become magnetic. When you are at peace, solutions find you. When you are centered, opportunities appear that you could never have forced into being. Calmness is not the absence of action. It is the presence of alignment. When you are aligned, the universe moves on your behalf. A practice for you. When you feel overwhelmed, try this grounding technique. Stop wherever you are. Feel your feet on the ground. Breathe in for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. Breathe out for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. As you breathe, imagine roots growing from your feet deep into the earth, anchoring you, steadying you, connecting you to something ancient and unshakable. From this grounded place, ask, what would calm do right now? Then, do that. Part 7. The Miracle of Letting Go. Art of Surrender, Buddhist non-attachment, grace and opening to miracles. And now, the seventh and final truth. Letting go creates the space where miracles can enter. This is perhaps the most challenging teaching, and the most liberating. We are taught to hold on, to grip tightly, to never give up. And yes, persistence has its place. But there is a difference between persistence and grasping. between dedication and desperation, between holding on with faith and holding on with fear. The Buddha identified attachment, upadana, as a primary cause of suffering. Not because having preferences is wrong, but because when we attach our peace, our identity, our very sense of self to specific outcomes, we suffer when those outcomes do not materialize as expected. Letting go is not giving up. It is not resignation. It is not saying, "I do not care." It is releasing your demand that life conform to your expectations. It is opening your hands and your heart to receive something possibly even better than you imagined. There is a profound teaching from the Buddhist tradition that illustrates this beautifully. A student once came to his teacher, consumed by anger towards someone who had wronged him. "I cannot let go of this anger," the student said. "Every day I think about what he did to me. Every night, I replay the hurt in my mind. I want him to suffer as I have suffered." The teacher listened quietly, then picked up a piece of burning coal from the fire with a pair of tongs. "Hold out your hand," the teacher said. The student looked confused but obeyed. The teacher placed the coal in the student's palm. The student cried out in pain and immediately dropped the coal. "Why did you do that?" the student demanded, clutching his burned hand. The teacher smiled gently. "Tell me, when you held that burning coal, who was being hurt? You or the person you are angry at?" The student fell silent. "Your anger is like that coal," the teacher continued. "You carry it every day, thinking you will eventually throw it at your enemy and hurt them. But all the while, it is burning only your own hand. The person you resent may not even know you are angry. They sleep peacefully while you lie awake in flames of your own making." The student's eyes filled with tears of understanding. "Letting go," the teacher said softly, "is not about forgiving the other person because they deserve it. It is about releasing the coal because you deserve peace. You deserve to heal. You deserve to be free." What burning coal are you carrying? What resentment, what old wound, what should have been are you holding so tightly that it scorches your own spirit? What if you could finally put it down? Not for anyone else. For yourself. For your peace. For the space it would create for something new and beautiful to enter. There is another beautiful image from Zen Buddhism. Imagine you are in a small boat on a river, enjoying a peaceful morning. Suddenly, another boat crashes into yours. You are instantly angry, ready to shout at the careless person who hit you. But then you look, and the other boat is empty. It simply drifted into your path. Suddenly, your anger dissolves. There is no one to blame. It was just an empty boat. Here is the profound teaching. Most boats that bump into us in life are empty. The person who hurt you is acting from their own pain, their own emptiness, their own unconsciousness. They were not truly seeing you. They were adrift in their own suffering. When you understand this, anger transforms into compassion. And letting go becomes not just possible, but natural. A practice for you. Try this release visualization. Close your eyes. Imagine holding in your hands whatever you have been clinging to. A specific outcome. A past hurt. An expectation about how life should be. Feel its weight. Notice if it burns. Now, imagine a warm, golden light surrounding your hands. And slowly, open your palms. Let what you are holding float up into that light. Release it to the universe. And say, "I release this. I trust that what is meant for me cannot miss me. I make space for miracles. I choose peace over pain. I choose freedom over chains." Feel your hands grow lighter. Feel your heart grow lighter. Feel the burns begin to heal. This is freedom. This is surrender. This is where miracles are born. Part 8, Closing. You are already home. Buddhist peace, gratitude and living in the present moment. And so, dear friend, we come to the end of our time together. Though really, this is just the beginning of your practice. Let us remember the 7 truths we have explored. 1. The universe responds to vibration, not desperation. Shift from needing to trusting. 2. Control blocks natural flow. Release your grip and let life carry you. 3. Silence is where wisdom lives. Create space to hear the universe speak. 4. Divine timing is always perfect. Trust the seasons of your life. 5. Your beliefs shape your reality. Know that you are deeply worthy. 6. Calmness is power. Your peace is your greatest asset. 7. Letting go creates space for miracles. Surrender and receive. These truths are simple. But simple does not mean easy. They require practice. They require patience. They require compassion, for yourself most of all. There is a beautiful phrase in Buddhism: this present moment is the only moment. The past is memory. The future is imagination. Only now is real. And in this now, you have everything you need. You are breathing. You are alive. You are aware. You are connected to something vast and loving and eternal. You do not need to chase happiness. You do not need to force outcomes. You do not need to prove your worth. You simply need to be, to trust, to receive. The great Zen master Dogen once wrote, "If you cannot find the truth right where you are, where else do you expect to find it?" The peace you seek is not somewhere else. It is not in some future moment when everything is perfect. It is here, now, in this breath, in this heartbeat, in this very moment of listening. Tonight, when you close your eyes to sleep, let these be your final thoughts. I am calm. I am at peace. I trust the universe. I am worthy of all good things. And I am ready to receive. And in the morning, when you wake, begin again. With trust. With openness. With the quiet certainty that everything you need is already on its way. You have walked a beautiful path today. You have opened your heart to ancient wisdom. You have planted seeds that will continue to grow long after this video ends. Water them with patience. Nurture them with practice. And watch as your life begins to bloom in ways you never imagined. Thank you for walking this path with me today. Thank you for your open heart. Thank you for your willingness to learn, to grow, to heal. If these words have brought you peace, if you feel calmer, lighter, more hopeful than before, please subscribe to Buddha Coha right now. Click the notification bell so our next message finds you exactly when you need it. Leave a comment telling me which truth touched you most deeply. And share this video with someone who needs to hear it today. Together, we are building a community of peaceful souls. Together, we are remembering how to trust. Together, we are learning to let the universe deliver what we truly deserve. Until we meet again, stay calm, stay open, stay trusting. The universe is listening, and what you deserve is already on its way. Namaste.